What's up, guys? Ben Samlak TV here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking time to check out this video about Roth IRAs. So if you guys have not heard about these or you're just looking into it to figure out if this is something that would be beneficial to you in your retirement planning, then yeah, I do believe this is something that could definitely be useful to people, something that could be great to have in your portfolio, just planning for retirement. There's different things you can do. A 401k, that's something that you get through your employer. I think that, yeah, if they're matching you, they're matching dollar for dollar, then yeah, definitely take that. That's free money. A 401k is susceptible to market corrections, and so with that, there's always that risk. But if, as you know, with a lot of these retirement vehicles, the goal is you're adding to it in time. So when you retire, there's ups and downs, but in time, it all kind of factors in. So that's the 401k. I also do believe life insurance is something that's essential to me. One of the first things you should have in a retirement plan. I'll get a video on that later. But then Roth IRAs, why are these so popular? Why do so many people talk about them and think it's something you should have? Because it's one of the only vehicles that grows tax free, but then at retirement you can pull the money out tax free. 401k, annuities, 403bs, all of these, when you pull the money out, there's taxes. They're taxed, and nobody knows. And that's why people love Roth IRAs. People speak so highly about it because we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know the future, how taxes are going to be. But if they're anything like they've been doing in history, they're just going up. Not to mention, with all the seniors, who are retiring, all the Medicare, the Social Security, they're just saying like they can't let these things run out. If they do, the whole market will crash, the whole economy will go to put. So they have to keep these things going. So everybody believes that, or most people who understand how the system works knows they have to raise taxes to keep these things going. Okay. So with that in mind, how much will you be taxed in retirement? That's hard to say. So that's a big thing with Roths. It's tax dollars you're putting in, but you can pull them out tax free, which is great, and they're growing tax free as well. So I'm going to show you some examples of Roth IRAs. And the only thing is the only downfall of a Roth IRA is you can only put in 6,500. In 2023, 6,500 is the most you can put in. The government doesn't allow you to put that much in, and if you make over a certain amount of money, you can't put anything in a Roth IRA. You're disqualified. So you could look that up online to see what are the maxes that you could be making to qualify for Roth. So if you make too much money and you can't put into a Roth, there are some other things. I'll make some other videos that you can actually contribute to tax free and pull out contribute to that grow tax free, and you can pull the money out tax free. There's some other things, but for people who are just they're and here's the thing with a Roth, even though you can only put 6,500 in, you could start with $100. And you'll when you're growing that money, let me just kind of show you. I'm going to show you an example of $250. And remember, with this Roth that I'm showing you, you can't lose. You can only stay flat some years. So with this Roth, we got you in an annuity where you can put in $100 minimum up to 6,500 a year, which is like $535 and some change a month. So look, even at age 35, if you guys want to see, you start a little later in life, 35, you're putting $250 a month. That's not small to some people, but this is for your retirement. When you're age 72, 73-ish, you're looking at about close to 500K. And remember, you're pulling that out tax free, which is great. So if you were pulling that out tax, like with a traditional IRA, then we don't know what, like I said, we don't know what the taxes are. So that's going to really deplete what you can actually pull out and use for income. Now, you're not trying to get rich off of these things. You can start off with $100 a month. You could add money to it later. You can start off, just set and forget, $250, $300, $500, but they will definitely be an extra means of income in your retirement. So it could even just be a supplement. Like you might get Social Security, you might get Medicare, whatever, Social Security, a pension. This could just be to fill some gaps. So it could be an extra couple thousand a month you can take out, or extra thousand even, but it's just going to be tax-free income that you can take when you retire. So when you turn 59 and a half, you can start pulling from this. Now, one good thing about a Roth IRA compared to traditional IRA, or more like a 401k, 403b. Some of these things, they're really hard to get money out in emergencies. You can usually only get money out for special needs, right? But with a Roth IRA, the money's a little more liquid. You can actually pull out everything you put into it without being taxed. So that money can come out. Just the money that had gains, those gains, you can leave those in there to continue to grow to your 59 and a half, or around, depending your retirement age. So that's great. So, with that, you have a little more liquidity with the money in these. So you could put extra in there, let the interest grow. And if you ever need some funds, you can pull that out. A lot of people don't know that you can, those funds are a little more liquid, but you just don't want to pull out the gains, because then you'd have to have you'd have to pay taxes if you're pulling that money out before retirement. Now, let me just show you one more quick illustration. If you were to fund the whole 500 and let's say 535, max that thing out. And you could always put more, put less if you want, to start maxing it out while you're, in your good earning years. And then when you retire, like I said, you could pull that out. Then look at this. When you're in your 70s, the early 70s, you're a millionaire. So you think, wow, starting at 35, you're just putting in, you're maxing out your a Roth IRA, just your Roth IRA, $6,500 a year. That's it, putting in a retirement. And with the way this grows, if the markets do well, you can participate in those gains. But if the markets are going down, unlike your 401k or your if you have a traditional IRA or a 403b, these can have losses. And even a Roth IRA, depending on what you put it in, can suffer losses during those market ups and downs. With this one, we just set it up to where you're just growing and steadily growing, some years more, some years less. But at least in retirement, I'm gonna, have my funds I put in are gonna be going up. So that's it for this. This is the other example I was going to show. You could put $100 in there. We could play around with it. Even if you're like, say, 40, 45, 50, you're starting late, even to get one of these going, you can get one of these going for, like, I did my 8-year-old daughter, and I think when she was 35, she was a millionaire. If I just started putting in money for her. You can set up an IRA for Roth for anybody. So if you're a grandparent and you want to, hey, I want to start contributing to my grandkids, get them a Roth going. So when they're 18, they can take it over. And if they could, either let it just keep growing from what you put in, or they can continue to keep it going. Like I said, they can retire pretty young without any risks, do anything crazy, trying to, take major risks in their life, which a lot of kids do, or a lot of people, because they just didn't have that nobody set that path up for them in the beginning of their life. So now they got to risk and do, try gambling in the stock market, or trying to do certain things online that might be risky. But this to me is just, even if you do those things, that's fine, but it's just part of your portfolio. Part of your money could be going to something that when you retire, hey, at least I got that Roth, I can start pulling from tax free. And that's just something to me that could give people peace of mind. So if you have any interest in learning more about a Roth, any questions, feel free to message me. My email's in the description box. And I appreciate you guys checking in, tuning in. Thanks for listening. I hope this video helped. Have a great day. Bye.